Hi, my name is Logan, and I am your dietitian. In this session today. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. It's wonderful weather out today.
hmm
So, what brings you in today?
Well, my doctor said that I'm overweight and that my diet might not be the best because I was recently diagnosed with type 2 diabetes last month, and I don't really know what my diet should look like now because of that.
So, your doctor is giving you some news that you're unsure of how to move forward with. Is that what I'm hearing correctly?
Yes, sir.
So, how does that news from your doctor, yeah, what emotions does that news from your doctor evoke toward you?
It's really upsetting because my doctor told me that I'm not eating right, but he didn't really elaborate on that. And it's kind of concerning. It scares me because a lot of my lab results were off and he told me that, but I don't know how I could fix that with my diet. And so that's why I'm here to see if you can help.
So what I'm hearing, if I'm hearing this correctly, you are concerned with your doctor's news, but also feel confused of how to change your dietary patterns to improve your lab levels. And you're here to brainstorm some ideas of how you can improve your overall nutrition to then hopefully improve your lab levels and feel healthier and improve your overall life wellness. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. The only thing I know is that carbohydrates might be something that I should look out for, but I don't know how to do that.
Okay. So your doctors give you some general information that carbohydrates potentially have led to some health concerns that you're having.
hmm
If you don't mind me asking, what do you enjoy? So thank you for sending the questionnaire over to me and for giving your general daily eating, um, yeah, your general daily diet. What about your diet? What do you feel you would like to change, and what do you enjoy about your current diet?
I like to have a lot of Pepsi. That's my go-to drink, especially because I don't really like coffee. I kind of like tea, and I know that has caffeine, like sweet tea, but that also has a lot of sugar, like Pepsi. And so I'll have a Pepsi for breakfast, and then I'll usually have one in the evening with dinner too.
Okay, so in your diet, you would like to keep Pepsi as a daily drink, in your diet. Is that correct?
Yeah, if I can.
Okay. But so it sounds like you are open to removing Pepsi if that would help with your overall lab levels.
Maybe not removing it. I don't know. I like it too much to completely
Hmm.
eliminate it, but I'm open to limiting it a little bit. So maybe not every other day, or maybe every other day instead of every day. But I don't know. Do you think that would help?
Yes, I do think that sounds like you have a great plan. That could be a helpful step to improve your overall lab levels and reduce some of those some of those glucose levels that um, we are seeing on your lab results. What
hmm
other ideas do you have that could potentially help, or would you like me to share some information a bit more about um, some dietary patterns that my previous some clients of mine who have been diagnosed with diabetes have found to be helpful?
Yeah, that'd be great because I don't really know much about what I should be eating.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, yeah. Previous clients I've talked with about a dietary pattern to help with their diagnosis of diabetes has been one that is high in dietary fiber and that is moderate in protein and carbohydrate intake. So, what has caused some concerns for your diabetes is an excess of glucose, which is the body's form of sugar, and your body is having trouble bringing it into the cells because there's a large influx of it. So a plate that is a consistent dietary pattern that is higher in fiber and fruits and vegetables and moderate in carbohydrates such as grains like rice, breads, and then moderate in protein such as chicken, pork is a dietary pattern that has been found to be helpful for many clients who are struggling with diabetes. How does that all make sense to you? Do you have any questions?
So, fiber is found in fruits and vegetables, so I should eat more of those.
Fiber can, yes, fruits and vegetables are highly recommended for someone who does have type 2 diabetes to help with regulating their blood sugar levels.
Okay, the
I
only vegetables I really have is maybe some lettuce and tomato on a sandwich, and sometimes I'll have some carrots and ranch for a snack in the afternoon, but other than that, I don't really eat that many vegetables. You think I should add more to my diet?
How do you feel about adding more to your diet?
Well, I don't really like things that are green. Like I don't like broccoli and zucchini and spinach and kale and all that stuff that dietitians like to recommend sometimes. But I know there's other vegetables that I like. Like I do like carrots and mushrooms and squash is okay. So I could probably figure out a way, maybe to add some to my dinner.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a great idea to implement vegetables that you do enjoy into of meals in your daily life, such as dinner. Um, yeah. Is there any other? Um, yeah, we actually have a general diagram that I can show you. Would you be interested in seeing that to have an idea of maybe some other fruits and vegetables that you do like that you could implement into your diet?
Yeah, that'd be great. I haven't really thought about what fruits or vegetables that I could add. I usually just don't eat them, but if you have something to show me that could help, that'd be great.
Sure. Do. Can you see that? Okay.
It's coming. It says double click to enter full screen. Okay. Yeah, I see a very yellow diagram of protein, vegetables, and starches.
Yes, correct.
There's no
The
fruits on there.
fruits aren't listed, but I could give you some ideas of fruits.
Okay.
So some general fruits are apples, which are high in fiber, as well as bananas, as well as pears, fruits like that are higher in fiber content. And then for vegetables, there's a whole list. Are there any vegetables on this list that do sound enjoyable for you that you'd be interested in putting into your diet?
Well, yeah, I see tomato. I like that on my sandwiches. And mushroom is good. Sometimes I get frozen meals like chicken that comes with mushrooms on top of it. I do like cabbage and okra. That could be good.
Okay. So you mentioned, awesome. So yeah, sounds like you have some vegetables that you would enjoy implementing into your daily diet. So you mentioned dinner to be a meal to implement vegetables. What other meals in your day would you be excited to implement some more of these vegetables into?
Well, I don't know about excited, but I could try doing like carrots and cucumbers more often with my lunch because I usually have a turkey sandwich for lunch. I like to eat the same thing for lunch every day. It's just my turkey sandwich, but I could try to have some raw vegetables on the side, like carrots and cucumber, maybe celery.
Okay, awesome. Sounds like you have a great idea to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you can begin this dietary pattern into your daily life?
Maybe a 7 because I know adding vegetables into my diet would cost more money. That's kind of another reason why I eat the same sandwich every day for lunch is because I just buy the same bread and meat and I just go off of that until it runs out. And buying more ingredients might be hard, but I can try. I can see what I can do. Especially if I drink less Pepsi, maybe that would be kind of balance out the money spending there.
Hmm. So you see potentially reducing Pepsi in your diet could free up more money for other areas in your diet.
Maybe.
Okay, awesome. Um, do you regarding this dietary pattern, how many days of the week would you do you feel confident in implementing this?
Hmm. So I don't have to do it every day?
You don't know.
Okay, maybe every other day too, kind of like the Pepsi. And so like I'll have a Pepsi every other day and then I'll have vegetables every other day.
Okay. So it sounds like you have a plan to in a 7 day week to have a Pepsi every other day and to have vegetables every other day. So approximately four Pepsis per week and meals each 4 days of the week where you have veggies added to it.
Okay. I think I might be able to do that. And you said something about whole grains being better. Do you think I should switch out my white bread for something else since I have sandwiches every day?
How do you feel about eating breads that are wholer in grains, such as 100% wheat bread?
It honestly tastes the same to me. I've just been buying that Wonder Bread, the white bread. I've been buying that every week because
Okay.
it's all I've ever known, but I could try out something else probably.
Yeah, if you are comfortable with doing so, yeah, there are many whole wheat bread options that are similar in price to the Wonder Bread that you can find in in the same section of the grocery store as Wonder Bread.
Okay. And is it okay if I have my bag of chips with my lunch too?
It is, it is. Everything in moderation is helpful principle in a dietary pattern.
Okay.
Yeah, so it sounds like you have a great starting plan, Martha. Um, would it be okay if we meet in about in 10 days to see how you're doing?
Sure, we could meet in 10 days.
Okay. Well, awesome. I look forward to meeting you then. And thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Okay, thank you so much. You too.